It was the final big international meet for Olympic Park and it lived up to a bit more history. Commonwealth Games gold medalist Sally Pearson had a night out winning both the 100 metre and 200 metre events, although she was hoping the times were going to be a little faster.
Pearson's got a race on her hands. Barber can't quite catch her, and Pearson beats Barber and Van Veenendaal. 11.53 is the time. Whistle running through in lane one. Sally Pearson, while that race was really over about 15 metres after the start, she's careered away. Barber starting to find her legs at the end, but it's going to be Pearson first, Barber second, tight for third, probably Laura Whaler out in lane number 7. But Sally Pearson, she may never have run a quicker bend than that. That start, Melinda Gainsford-Taylor, was unbelievable.
I'm really disappointed because the wind dropped. It would have been perfect conditions. I'm sorry I didn't break 23 tonight, but I would have loved to. Hopefully next week.
No such disappointment for Aaron Rogue-Serret, who also completed the double in the men's 100 and 200 metres. This event, his first serious hit out in 2011 and a great way to start his year.
Rogue-Serret after Intiamoa. Losey flying at the end, but Rogue-Serret beat Intiamoa. A Losey third. Matt Davies didn't really threaten them at any stage, but that is a very strong performance from Aaron Rogue-Serret in the men's 100 bell. Davies coming after him, and the 17-year-old Huff is starting to come through again. Rogue-Serret in front. What's he got left in the tank? Looks as though it's plenty at the moment. He's running away from Huff and Davies, and Rogue-Serret does the double. Huff got second, third probably Leithart.
It's my first race of the season, so I haven't even run any inter-club or nothing. I haven't raced in training. We only started blocks like 2 weeks ago, so we're very happy with that, and we're only going to get quicker.
Kenyan David Rudisha, who scorched home last year in an Australian best time, was just outside it tonight, but good enough to win the 800 metres again.
Got up into third placing, but here's the style of the fastest man in the world over 800 metres, David Rudisha. The time is going to be all important here. He's about 8 metres out in front of Nick Simmons in second placing, and Rudisha is going to win. Simmons will get second, and getting home into third, Lachlan Renshaw in the time of 1:43.90 as expected. David Rudisha in a class of his own.
Yeah, the time is very good because I was expecting today to run a time like that because it is the first race of the season. So I expected to do something like 1:43 is good.
In the men's 1500 metres, Jeff Riseley was once again dominant and had time to celebrate as he kicked home strongly.
Effort back in fourth, but he's got to get past Webb first. It's Kiprop, the Olympic champion, at the top of the straight, leading by a couple of metres from Riseley, who's run bravely. Webb gets to the outside. Willis has got no answer. Riseley's run up to Kiprop. Riseley's run past Kiprop, and he's going to do it back to back. Jeff Riseley all of a sudden runs over the top of the Olympic champion and beats Asbel Kiprop. Webb third, Willis fourth. Well, he sat on his back. You always expected that Kiprop might run away from him, but the Australian had other ideas.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be fast from the start, so I knew I just had to get his back, and I sensed it sort of slowed up at about K. Pacemaker started getting a bit slower, and I just sort of waited, and I knew with 100 to go I was feeling pretty good, but I just didn't want to swing off the turn and lose a few metres, just wait, and I kind of went, and I don't think you quite expected it. So
the men's 400 saw one of the great finishers and a potential rising star in Stephen Solomon, the 17-year-old giving more experienced heads a big lead before running them down and giving it all as he crossed the line.
Back, it is Offerins in front of Sean Rowan, flying home. Solomon in lane 2 has tipped them all out. Solomon's come from nowhere and won it from Sean Rowe just when it looked as though the battle was in the middle. Stephen Solomon from New South Wales has come from the Skyhawks.
I thought I executed the first part of my race as I'd planned, and I knew that I was in the shape to finish well, and saw the boys out in front and thought, stuff it, I'm going to give them my all and try and get them. And unfortunately, tonight was my night and I came through.
The marquee race of the evening was the men's 5,000 metres, but Collis Birmingham and Craig Mottram could not keep pace with the American contingent out front. Ben St Lawrence smashed his personal best by 15 seconds, but couldn't quite catch one of the best we've ever seen in Bernard Legat.
Legat in front, he sprints away, opens up a gap of 5 metres, and the 5,000 is all over as the dual world champion from 2007, Bernard Legat wins. Ben St Lawrence brave in second placing. Chris Zielinski finishes in third place for the United States of America.
I knew that
I'd been training really well, and I knew that the crowd was going to be great. The athletes running tonight here were really in good shape, and so I knew that, we were going to hit the time. But
in the field, American former world champion Reese Hoffer dominated the shot put with a 21-metre effort, while in the women's side it was Valerie Adams who won that event in 20.08. And 2009 world champion Dani Samuels took the discus with a huge throw of 61 metres flat.